We've come to the hour of announcements, and we will have announcements for the next 30 minutes. And I think the first one we have in the queue is Councilman Birch. You're on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to announce a community meeting that we're going to have in District 13 on March the 3rd, Thursday, March the 3rd, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Hermitage Police Precinct. And we're going to be discussing some changes to the PUD on the Caroline development, planned unit development on Bell Road. So I would encourage all the neighbors in District 13 that want to hear what the plans are and provide input and answer any questions to make sure they're at that meeting. Again, that's Thursday, March the 3rd at 6:30 at the Hermitage Police Precinct. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Birch. Councilman Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Would like to announce to the residents in the 32nd District, we're having a community meeting on February the 24th at Cane Ridge Community Center, 643 Cane Ridge Road. The meeting will start at 6:45. We will discuss a rezoning request by Mr. Richard Nelson and his sons on 5.5 acres of property. And we've had one meeting, and as I told the neighbors prior to going to second reading, we'll have another meeting to make sure all the conditions that we stated in the first meeting are reduced to writing, since we're not going to require Mr. Nelson to come up with an SP zoning. SP is pretty expensive. But it is mighty important that you come out and make sure all the provisions that we're going to put in the bill on third reading are there. And I'll see you Thursday, February the 24th at 6:45. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Councilman Coleman. Council Lady Moore.
Thank you, Chair. This is just a brief announcement. I just want to say thanks to Nancy Whittemore, who's the General Services Director with Metro, and David Davis, who hosted our meeting last Saturday, District 17 community meeting, to tour the Fulton complex. The Howard office is a wonderful complex, and those that have not had the opportunity to see it, please go out and tour the facility. That's a beautiful campus, and they're doing a wonderful job. Again, thanks to Nancy Whittemore, General Service Director, and David Davis for hosting our community meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Council Lady Moore. Councilman Foster, you're on.
Thank you, Mr. President. Two quick announcements. First, I'll be holding my usual office hours on Saturday, March the 5th at the Edmondson Pike Branch Library from 10 to 11, so I would invite constituents or anyone else who would like to come meet with me to come out that morning and also enjoy all that the library has to offer. Secondly, because of how our rules work, and since I know I might not end up being called on at the point we're debating BL 2011-838, I wanted to take just a moment to go on record with respect to any votes that I will be casting tonight with respect to that bill. Because my employer is a Metro vendor and would be specifically affected by the bill. When it came up for vote on first reading, I abstained, and I will do that same thing tonight. So I just wanted to, as a matter of public record, explain the reason for the abstention. It's not an issue of an unwillingness to vote on the matter, but I feel I have a real conflict of interest and don't want to have any problems from that. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Foster. Councilman Aikens.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I just want to do a brief announcement. The Creve Hall Neighborhood Association Annual Neighborhood Membership Meeting is this Thursday, February 17th at 7 p.m. at the Crevewood Baptist Church on Hogan Road. We invite all the Creve Hall folks and anybody else that would like to come. Please come out. Thank you.
And thank you, Okay, Council Lady Langster.
Can you come back to me?
Okay.
I didn't have my thing on.
Council Lady Gilmore.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I wanted to make the community aware that there will be a community meeting for the 19th District, North Nashville constituents, this Thursday at 6:30 at the Goodwill facilities. Once again, that's located on 10th Avenue North, and it'll be this Thursday at 6:30. I want to invite all the constituents to come out in that area. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council Lady Gilmore. Council Lady Wilhort.
Where is he?
Okay, Council Lady Langster, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President Pro Tem. Just wanted to say a big congratulations to the SEC Player of the Week, which is Mr. John Jenkins, which is his father and I grew up together in the Fisk Park Neighborhood Association. John Jenkins is an outstanding three-point player for the Vanderbilt Commodores, and he is an outstanding student as well. And I really appreciate the way that John performs on the Vanderbilt Commodore Memorial Gym Court. I was there to see him for my birthday, and he really, really did a fantastic job. And his parents have done an excellent job in getting him to this point. And I want to thank the coaching staff and Kevin Stallings for making this player even better player. And there's so many things yet to come for him. I'm holding up today's Tennessean where I got all my information. Anyone missed it, please go back and read it. Also, I would like to thank the ministers of the 21st District for meeting with Chief Steve Anderson, Commander Carter of the North Precinct. No, let me correct that. It's the Bolton-Hammer North Precinct. Mr. Bolton-Hammer would be very upset with me if I hadn't corrected myself. And also with Sergeant Ricky Williams. As you know, part of the West Precinct has now moved and been over to the North Precinct. And we appreciate Commander Richter for how she demonstrated her care and concerns for the district, but now the constituents around Mount Nebo Church, Sweats area, Spruce Street Baptist Church will be under Commander Anthony Carter. And again, we thank our officers of the North Precinct. They really are doing an excellent job. Whenever we call, they respond. Today I called Commander Carter to go and visit with the constituent, Mrs. Evelyn Suggs, and he was there before I could hang up the phone good. So I thank the men and women of the North Precinct, and let's keep them in our prayers from time to time, because it's very dangerous out there, and I thank them for their good service and their family. Thank you, Mr. Walter Hunt. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Council Lady Langster. Council Lady Wilhort, are you ready?
Yes, I am, Speaker Pro Tem, and thank you so much for acknowledging me. First, I want to let the constituents of District 29 be aware of my monthly office hours. It will be February the 26th. That is Saturday, February the 26th, where I usually can be found each month. At the First Tennessee Bank on Murfreesboro Road, the First Tennessee Bank on Murfreesboro Road. I'll be there from 10 until 11, and would like you to please come out and share with me any concerns that you may have regarding any situation or any type of idea you may have that affects our district. I will be at the First Tennessee Bank office hours from 10 until 11, and look forward to seeing you there for my monthly office hours. I also want to inform the district that we have finally been able to get a much-needed signaling at the intersection of Owendale Drive on Hamilton Church Road. That has been a request we've made twice to the Traffic and Parking Commission, and it appears that due to the influx or increase of traffic along Hamilton Church Road, and of course the concern has come mainly from some of the neighbors who uses that location, that area, that particular point to travel in and out of the district. It has appeared that that traffic has increased, and it has caused enough concern, at least the observation made by Traffic and Parking Commission through a request that I made to them, to approve the signaling of a traffic light there. So we're looking forward to having that traffic light getting installed, but right now we've already gotten approved, and it was approved at the most recent Traffic and Parking Commission meeting, and we appreciate the constituents of District 29, at least I appreciate them very much for their patience in us trying to get this done. And it has been approved. And those are all the announcements that I have this evening, and I would like to still extend a late Happy Valentine's Day to all who are watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Council Lady Wilhoit. Councilman Claiborne.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to make folks aware of an event that's taking place this weekend at McGavock High School. On Saturday and Sunday, there will be a free clinic that folks will be able to come and receive free dental service, free vision service, and free medical service. This is being sponsored by Medical Mission from the Knoxville area, working in coordination with the Nashville Mission. Folks will be able to get a number for service beginning at 3:30 on Friday, on Saturday morning, and 3:30 on Sunday morning, and the clinic will actually begin about 6 in the morning. The parking lots will be open for people beginning at midnight. Prior to those, they're expecting several thousand people to turn out. And so I just wanted to make folks aware that if they're in need of dental, vision, or medical services, that this clinic is being provided for them, and these services are free. But they do have to be there, they have to get in line, they have to take a number. And so if somebody is planning on doing that, they might want to plan to bring a sack breakfast or a sack lunch, because there will be no food available while folks are waiting there. The second item that I would like to announce is the extending sympathy to the family of Ms. Roxy Matheson. Ms. Roxy passed away earlier this week, and her funeral will be tomorrow. She was in the Metro government for many, many years, in the council chamber here for a number of those years in her service to Metro. And her funeral will be at 2 o'clock at Lincoln Hills Baptist Church. Visitation will be 2 hours prior to the service. And so I'd just like to extend my sympathy to Ms. Roxy's family.
Thank you, Councilman Claiborne. Council Lady Wilhoit, do you have another message?
Yes, I do, Speaker Pro Tem, and this is the announcement that I also was looking for to add to it. As you know, this is February, this is Heart Month, this is also, and it's also the month of celebrating Valentine's, but it's also Black History Month. And I'd like to just announce that the African American Postal League United for Success Nashville chapter will be having their Black History Month celebration banquet, banquet that will be one of the spotlight persons, our speakers, will be one of our very own counsel at large, Jerry Maynard. Mr. Jerry Maynard will be speaking to the A+ group, our group, on this Saturday, February the 19th at the Nashville Airport Marriott. There's going to be a reception, a cocktail reception at 6 p.m. with the banquet beginning at 7 p.m. sharp. And we want you to come out out because this is going to be a wonderful occasion. Like I said, our own Council at Large member Jerry Maynard will be the keynote speaker, and the topic of this celebration this year is a moment in Black history, living above the storm. Also, we will be honoring Mr. Ray Emanuel, who is chairman of the Middle Tennessee Diversity Committee and executive director of the Native American Indian Agency, and he's also an employee of the U.S. Postal Service. And we will also be spotlighting the President Marilyn Robinson, who is, of course, the president of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, as well as the executive director of the Nashville Minority Center. This is going to be a great event, and I really hope that you will come out for this event and join us as we celebrate Black History Month, and we pay a tribute to one of our outstanding youth from here in Nashville. Thank you so much, Speaker, for allowing me to make this announcement.
Thank you, Council Lady Wilhort. Are there any more announcements? Any other announcements? Okay, seeing none, the announcement period is now closed.